Hello everybody, hello. Oh, I was getting worried because OBS was crashing out on me and just being really frustrating. And oh, I can hear myself in the background. Just closed my YouTube video in the background. I get it up to get the chat ready for my stream. But welcome in everyone. Thanks for joining me here today. I was a good girl earlier and scheduled the stream a few hours ago, and then it didn't actually work. Zoe about 20 minutes ago was like, oh, it's not actually scheduled yet. So that was a bit later than it meant to be. But hi Zoe, hi Rochelle at Chaluna, hi Dawn, hi Catherine, hi Amy, good morning to you in New Zealand. Yeah, OBS, I would press the like start streaming or the go live or whatever option it is, and then it would just crash, and I was just like, no. And then it came up with an update. I updated it and it managed to sort itself out eventually. Oh, I just need to make sure that my chat is on all messages. There we go. The universe aligned for me being here. We just got a civil defence alert which sends phones screaming even on silent. Wow, what's that for, Amy? Hope everything's all right. Let me grab my pencils out. It's one hell of a wake up. I can imagine, because we've had a few tests for that. I was actually out at a safari park when we had this like global or national alert test done, and it was so funny just being in this park and hearing everyone's phones every couple of seconds. Wanted to get all my pencils out before, but this is okay. Don't worry about that, Zoe. You take the time that you need. If you're not in chat, that's okay. I try to welcome in everyone as best I can. It's just a tsunami ocean current alerts. We've been alert all night. Oh, lovely. Hopefully everything's all okay though, and there's not too much damage. Oh, trying to get all my pencils out. The little cubby hole over here. There's some small ones stuck out at the back. Because today on stream we are continuing with this page here, and after I finished my stream last week I did go through to the character profiles page, and I have coloured each of the characters' fur so far, and I haven't got around to doing got bits of rubber stuff in there. I haven't got around to doing their outfits yet. I thought that can be saved for another day. Just have this as a bit of a whip for now. But I've got all their colours saved here. Might make a better information sheet to tuck in or put it in my swatch book. But did this, had a lot of fun. I like the variety of colours, but still quite neutral in tone, so they will blend in nicely with any colour palette sort of thing. So I will use this to refer to this page here. So we have, they're identical twins, I think, in physical appearance, Pipuri and Peppino, and then their little brother Chiro, and their friend Heek is this one over here. So who should I start with? Let's start with the little one. Chiro. So that's nougat, light mocha. I've used mainly Polychromos for this, and I've got a couple of black widows because they do some really nice light browny beigey colours, which came in really useful. Right, lots of my Polychromos are quite small, so I do have pencil extenders here. I mean, yeah, look at the size of this one, my little stubs, and my light phthalo blue. I do have replacements for them waiting for me, but I like to use them up as much as I can. So nougat is here. Put that in extender. Then light mocha. Most of the ears are cinnamon and beige red, so I can start with that. And then his little bear friend is bistre and brown ochre. Zoe was just Dr. Googling to try to figure out what's going on because I've been poorly since the gastroenteritis, and it says even though the infection of the gastro may have gone, I could have post-infection IBS which can last months to a year, sometimes longer. Oh, and you're probably more susceptible to that as well, Zoe, considering you suffer with IBS in general. We're all sending lots of love your way. Right, let us start with the little ears. Get cinnamon and beige red. Oh, I haven't got a protector page. There we go. Yeah, every time I get gastro, I'm poorly for a long time after. Yeah, it's rubbish. And the worst thing about that is that there's nothing you can do but wait for it to pass. I'm going to do all of their ears right now, just so they're done, and I can put these pencils to the side. And then little noses at the same time. Guess what? What? Oh, hi Sam, welcome in. Thanks for joining. I'm waiting for Zoe to tell me what. You're going to ring the doctors tomorrow to ask for something to settle the acid in my stomach, and also some diazepam to help the stress levels improve and getting with it. Hopefully the combination of those will help me sort the issue out. Yeah, and just talking to your doctors in general, maybe they have something to suggest that you might not have realised. Definitely worth it. Because, well, you can't keep living like this. It's been way too long now. Oh, Sam, you've just finished watching my haul video. Thank you very much. I did get quite a few goodies this month. So you just sometimes have those months where you seem to get a bunch of things, and this was one of those months. Yeah, that's true, Zoe. I know you don't often like having medication and calling doctors, so yeah. Yeah, I've been going through it, bless you. Right, that is all their ears and noses done. Pop them to the side. Then I'm going to grab the nougat. I may be flipping back just to remind myself how I did it. Yeah, so I did it sort of dark patch coming down with sort of white in the centre. This is a bit of a funny angle for him. Close though. Now, I'm not the best at doing fur texture, mainly because I don't have the patience for it and I can't be bothered to make it look like actual fur, but I do some odd flicks here and there. Do it more to get some sort of texture in the pattern. Oh, Yana's here. Welcome in, Yana. How are you doing today? How's the knee going? Amy's doing okay. It's weird being up this early and at the desk, but I ain't going back to sleep, so it's perfect time to do some morning colouring, I guess. Ooh, what you colouring, Amy? What have you pulled out to do? Just noticed you can see its little toe beans down here. Colour them in the pink as well. Amy's still deciding, got a lot of new books to choose from. We can help you make a decision if you give us some options. You did get a lot of books. How many was it in total? Did you make a note of how many they were? How many books you got in that stream that you opened? Yana's doing okay, trying to get house chores done and get weeds under control outside. Nice. Hi Emma, welcome in. And hi Lisa, thank you for joining. Ah, we're doing a buddy colour, yeah. Looking forward to that one. Oh. Amy did her admin. She ended up doing it on a phone call with a friend and it just got speed through in the end. Nice. I was having a bit of a admin day on, what day was it? Monday. Was it Monday? What day is it? Wednesday. It wasn't yesterday. I wasn't feeling well yesterday. Yeah, it was Monday. I did lots of filming and then I also did some sort of organisation with my bookshelf app as well. I did that yesterday. Sort of got a bunch of books in that ready to go. 50 books between all the packages. Wow, Amy, that is a good chunk of new goodies. It's going to take you a good while to get through all of them. Yana's making a bit of progress in Leon's journey. Still difficult to sit in the chair, but taking icing breaks after an hour of sitting. That's good. Yeah, you just got to listen to your body. But getting your body used to sort of sitting again is going to do you some good, Yana. Just taking it easy as it seems like you are, which is good. Hi Ashley, welcome in. You're in a big boss meeting. Nice. Oh, Yana's doing the first and second pages, lovely. Is that the one with all of the characters on and then the one of Leon walking through the garden? I did kind of do my character page, Ashley. So this is what I did. I did all of their fur and wrote down the colour combinations for each of their fur. I just haven't got around to doing their outfits yet. But yeah, really enjoyed doing this. I did it... When did I do it? I think it might have been during Amy's stream, actually. Yeah, I did it the day after mine. So it was nice to get all of them done. So I've got my colour combos just there. Yana did do the character page, but is not posted until you finish the other page. I'm treating it like a double page spread, eh? I don't know why, but I'm struggling with this. I think it's the pose he's in. It's just a bit, instead of the face being kind of straight on, I'm struggling with getting the patterns and textures right. I'll keep playing around with it until I'm mostly satisfied. Yeah, that's all that matters, the fur. Yeah, that's the important bit that I wanted to get sorted out before I came back to continue streaming this page. Amy, you can call me whatever the name you want. You don't mind, real or handle. Oh, hi Kimberlyn. Thanks for joining. That kitten is the most adorable thing ever. He really is so cute. In the story, he is 1 month old and is the younger brother of these two. And his name is Chiro. Super cute. I like how they all have names. Supposed to finally cool down a bit after tomorrow's rainstorms. That's always good to hear. The UK has cooled down a bit as we've had a bit of rain past week and a bit. Although I keep seeing on news headlines, oh, extreme heat wave coming, 40-degree heat. But not for us, not down here. Don't know where that's supposedly going to be. London area-ish, maybe. But we're showing, my weather app is saying it will get to around 27 degrees next weekend, which is hot but definitely manageable. Kimberly go out and dance in the rain. Oh, Ashley's cooled down to 42 degrees. Ugh, disgusting. Okay, I think I'm almost at the point where I'm happy with how he's looking. Just need to do his eyes, which is, ah yes, I based it with a bit of light yellow glaze, which looks kind of crazy to start with, like he's got neon eyes, and then use nougat and light mocha to blend that in. And I find it interesting in this book, none of the cats have pupils drawn in, so you have to draw them in yourself. It's just a bit funny, I think. So I just get the black Prismacolor and in kind of a V shape, drawing the pupil around where the eye highlight is. There we go. Today is 95, but Friday and into the weekend low to mid 80s. Well, that's a lot more manageable, isn't it? Maybe now you can enjoy sitting out on the deck instead of getting dissolved. Ugh, yeah. Right. Little little churro done. I think now I will move on to Heek. You're just making him cuter and cuter. Ah, thanks. Or is the whole big white circle meant to be its pupils? No, because this is like the white of your iris, of your eye. Then that's meant to be the iris and the pupil in the middle. This is like a highlight. Well, that's how I've done it for all of these character profiles, and I think it worked out pretty well. Just doing that kind of V shape in a kind of curvy V works for the cat eye look. I think if you did all this as black, it would look too much black, in my opinion anyway. Eyes look great. Oh, thank you. Right, so Heek, starting out with the sanguine. I always have to resist saying sanguine. I just read it and I think sanguine. Around and then on the top of his head. Is this it? Yeah. So even though I've got all of these colours noted down, I feel like each time I colour them they're going to look slightly different, just with the markings, etc. He would look demonic without that small circle as a pupil. Yeah, I hate to think what that looks like with that just all coloured in. And then the colour of the eye, that would be quite crazy. Definitely not the cute vibe I've been going with. Oh, need to pop my phone on mute. I say mute, I mean do not disturb. Oh, come on, there we go. So it just buzzed. I don't know if that picked up on camera. It's funny, when I'm recording, it silences all my notifications, but when I use this app, it's called Iriun, which is just a webcam app for the phone, so I can then pop it onto my computer. I say computer, onto my laptop to stream from OBS using it. So now you've got the fun bits down here where the fur goes into the water. So I'll just kind of lightly shade over those bits. It does have a bit of a blue base and undertone. It's not Zoe who's my phone to buzz. Not this time. I've got a lot of group chats popping off at the moment. I can't remember how I did his tail. I did it. It's fading to white at the very, very end. Maybe the other 1,000 times, but not this one. I know, so not this time. A lot of times yes, this time no. Let's grab the terracotta. Oh, hi Vera, thanks for joining. How are you doing this evening? Vera's tired. I am good, thank you, Vera. I have had a few days off work, haven't been feeling my best, but feeling much better today, and I'll be back to work tomorrow. Amy has decided on colouring Critterville 3. Cute! I used to see a lot of those Critterville books around the place. They sort of dropped off or haven't been featured as much recently, so it was nice to see them on your channel. Hi Trini, welcome in. Welcome in. Yana's stitches are coming out Friday, so you'll be finally be able to have all the so is Amy streaming today? Zoe would like to know. Tell you what, I had so much fun on that Happy Mail stream. I was like, right, I gotta say goodnight at this point, because I had been in bed for a while watching the stream and I wasn't going to sleep. Yeah, I've only had 1 day of pool time since all this recovery started, so that'll be nice and relaxing for you. Got that to look forward to for sure. Welcome, Erica. Hello, hello. She says hello from Utah. Welcome in. Lovely to have you join us. This is your last night with me, Jess. What do you mean by that, Trinu? Are you off on holiday or something? Off doing exciting things? Amy might have errands, but if there's no errands, she totally could. There's a possibility she just has to wake Mum to wake and check in if she needs anything first. I figure that since there has been a total of over 16 weeks of recovery time since Feb 27th and being in house jail, wow, yeah, you're definitely gonna appreciate the freedom when it's all said and done, and hopefully it means that you're not in the pain you were before, which is the main thing, the most important thing. Keeping everything crossed that there's no errands, haha. Ooh, Amsterdam, lovely. Off to the Netherlands. When you're flying in, make sure you say hi to Vera and Yolanda. Between Amy, Jess and Jana doing Story of Precious Cats and Leon's Journey, I really want to colour some cats, lol. Colour some cats if you want to colour cats. I often find when someone's streaming, all I want to do is colour what they are on stream, and I have to kind of resist and be like, no, you've got buddy colours, you've got other plans, you've got so many pages that you want to colour anyway. Don't add this one. But it's hard to resist sometimes when you're seeing someone colour the page, you're like, ooh. Get a new wave of inspiration. It is fun colouring the same page along with someone. Catherine's colouring a lion, if that counts. I think a lion counts. It's a cat. It's just a big cat. You need a month where you just colour what you fancy rather than having plans. But I love making plans. That's the thing. I enjoy making the plans and I like making my lists and planning my buddy colours. But yeah, recently I have been kind of feeling the urge to, I say this all the time, to reduce down on buddy colours, but I can't say no. And it's not that I feel obligated to, it's just I feel so excited. I love buddy colours so much that I can't say no. Someone asks and I'm like, oh yeah, I want to do that. And they ask me, so I must always say yes. It may be a month to wait for the buddy colour, but I will always try and get them done. This next month I've got a few fewer buddy colours, which will be nice to take that pressure off a bit, as I have quite a few other books that I'd like to get into. Are you going to Amsterdam with your sister? Lovely. Vera got acrylic markers in March and already one is empty. I'm so sad. Yeah, that is... that's the annoying thing about supplies which you can't get open stock. You feel such a sadness when it runs out, or you can't get hold of that colour without buying a whole new set, and that feels so wasteful. And you find yourself trying to use colours just for the sake of using them instead of something different. Kimberlyn would love to do some buddy colours, but I just started and don't know where to find people. You will always find people on Instagram and YouTube. Often people will do a call out at the end of their video, say if you would like to buddy in any of these books, reach out, let me know, and they are always happy to do that. I'm always happy to do buddy colours. When I first started, I used to do like a buddy colour call out on Instagram where I'd put up a post saying I'm looking to do buddy colours, here's all my books, comment and we can arrange something. And that's a good way of getting started. It is a very open and welcoming community to new colourists. We're always happy to help people out getting started. Catherine's not done a buddy since our last one. Oh yeah, we need to do another one, Catherine. Chat rooms, Facebook group pages, Instagram are good places to find buddy colours, absolutely. Or any of the live streams, yeah. Oh, hi Ashley. Ashley's Yarn Magic. She's been lurking, thinking that after this stream and all at Amy's, I'm going to need one of the cat books. Lol, love that, yeah. Yeah, I do love this book, and I've had a lot of people ask what book it is and where they can find it. You're missing me already? Oh, Trini, you're too sweet. Maybe the language packs like the Guangna might be better for you, Jess, because then you can just buy the small pack for a couple of pounds that your colour ran out from, if that makes sense. Yeah, but it's just whether the small packs have that colour you run out with in, if you know what I mean. Jess's call out is how we started chatting. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Amy and I did lots and lots of buddy colours. What was it, like 2023? We did lots and lots, and yeah. I think I was your first buddy colour, wasn't it, Amy? And by the language, I mean the brush version, not the tiny nib ones. Yeah, yeah, I knew what you meant, Zoe. I love how the legs look ever so slightly different under the water. That's because I used albrecht-durers for the water and just went over where the legs are. So there's a base kind of blue tinge to them. So then when you shade over the top with pencils, it looks that kind of murky underwater effect. Sometimes it works better than others, but it is working well here. Oh, what's your first buddy? Yeah, it's lots of fun. We did lots of, I say lots, we did a few pages to help you with your Mythomorphia project when you were trying to complete that. Basically, most of the pages I got coloured in Colormorphia were from Mythomorphia to help you out. That was lots of fun. Lots of the groups and colour tubers have buddy colouring options, yes. And there's lots of group buddy colours out there as well, where you all colour the same page every month, every 2 months, where you can meet and different groups branch off from them. You can ask in there if they know of any other groups. There's lots of groups out there. So lots of ways to get into buddy colouring for sure. Can I call you a friend? We've known each other almost a year, I think. Of course, Trino, of course. Anyone who watches and comments on the channel is definitely a friend. I need to work out what's going on inside his mouth there. I think I need a dark brown, like a dark umber or something like that. Dark umber? I think I'm getting confused with Prismacolors. Because I've done quite a few Prisma pages today. Burnt umber was the colour I was trying to think of. Oh, I went a bit glitchy. Glad it sorted itself out, that's good. Look, burnt umber is one of my teeny tiny ones. It is getting close to being too tiny to fit in my pencil sharpener without it scratching up the, what do you call this, metal. Oh, there's a dog out there. Me and Zoe have been giving Emma lots of help, thank you. You're so welcome, Emma. Yeah, Emma's joined a couple of our groups. Need my cinnamon again because I want to give him a little tongue in there. I think that'll be cute. I think that looks alright. Looks a little funky. I think the tongue's too short. It needs to extend a bit further out. So let me. Oh, I've rubbed out some of his chin now. Extend that over that way. There we go. There, that looks better. Just go back in with the terracotta now. If you haven't coloured buddy colouring, I like to colour with somebody, but I have one problem: I don't have Facebook and Instagram. I definitely recommend getting Facebook as a colourist. What did I say? Facebook. I definitely recommend getting Instagram as a colourist. I find that's the best and easiest way to interact with other people, in my opinion anyway. And I always suggest to people to DM me, or you can always email me and we can organise a buddy colour that way. I always have my email linked in the description, so never fear of emailing me. Right, I'm going to do this little bear now. I don't like to take on a lot of buddies because the pressure of having to do them makes me stressed, but I always plan a couple with Jess, and this last month I've reached out to Jana and also have a project book with Joe, aka Geordie Colours now. You can't wait to start your August page. Ooh, which one are you doing, Zoe? Which one are you doing for August? I've got another page that I'm planning to do in Lulu's House of Wonder as well. Oh, I haven't done his eyes. I haven't done his eyes, and that is the blues. Yes. Yeah, and Zoe knows with me that if she doesn't feel like a buddy colour, that's fine. That's absolutely fine with me. We tend to plan a lot more than we actually get done. Depends on sort of what and how much sort of thing, and whether we're feeling it. But we know that there's no pressure between us. If we don't feel like colouring a page, that's okay. And I feel the same with everyone that I buddy with. Hi Raven, welcome in. Thanks for joining. Amy, some months she'll take a few, some months you shut it down, like this month. Yeah. I say to myself, okay, this month I'm not going to take on many buddy colours, and then I get a bunch of requests and I'm like, well, that changed. I do love buddy colours, and most of the time I try and do it from books that I was planning to colour already. So the buddy colours just help me actually get into those books that I wanted to colour anyway, so I find them helpful in that sense, because often if I have a book come up on the randomizer, say, and it's not planned as a buddy colour, I'm less likely to actually get to it. Oh, Zoe, are we doing a buddy? Did I forget it whilst in pain medicated state? No, Jana, not Yana. The confusing, same spelling, different pronunciation. Yeah, colour and create with Jana. Zoe was on about, I'm pretty sure. You could just use it for colouring and nothing else and just follow colourists. That's exactly what I do. I don't have a personal Instagram. In fact, I literally just deleted it because it was annoying me, the fact that it was there. And I think my proper email was attached to it, so I transferred it over to Colouring Bumblebee instead. And deleted my old one because I never used it. I hadn't used it in years. So yeah, I just use it as for my hobbies, for colouring. And even now I only use it to chat with people and share my hashtags and things like that. So if you go back, I don't actually share pictures. I haven't since the start of this year. I thought to myself, why am I doing this? Why do I feel the need to do this? I upload on YouTube, I do all of this. Why do I feel the need to share on Instagram when this is a hobby for my hobby? I should be doing what I want, and what I want is to share on YouTube and have Instagram as more of the messaging side of things. It was Joe's pick this month and she picked the sunflowers page. Nice, which is the page you were going to choose for September. I love that page. It is so cute. Oh, hi Nessa, welcome in. Thanks for joining. Raven just came back. Just sucks. Just sucks this month. I've not wanted more completed pages because of feeling poorly. I've just wanted marker pages, and that's okay. Exactly. Some months I do 10,001 colour by numbers because that's all I have the mental capacity to do. They are my I want to colour but I can't be bothered to think about colouring pages. My way of being able to shut off and actually get creative, scratch that colouring itch without it taking too much mental energy away from myself. And even then, sometimes I'll be flipping through colour by numbers and I don't even feel inspired by anything, and that's when I know that I'm in a real bad place, when I can't even be inspired to colour a colour by number. But often if that's the case, I'll do a random number generator and just pick a page and go for it. I did that the other day. Picked a random book on a randomizer wheel and then picked the random page. And that was nice to get that done. And by the time I finished colouring, or got about halfway through with the colour by number, I was thinking, oh, I'm in the mood to actually colour now. So it's a good kind of stepping stone for me to get into that creative space. We all have those kind of pages that help us get back into colouring, make us feel the joy. Just got to focus on the joy. Lisa is quite new to the whole adult colouring community, but I was surprised at how many track their progress and plan ahead to what to colour. I mostly just follow my inspiration. I think that's how most people start off. They just buy a book, colour a page that they feel like, and then the more you get into it and you find challenges, you find hashtags, you find buddy colour groups, and you create projects where you colour a book in the same page, colour a page in the same book every month. Not everyone likes them, but I do. I did have a point where I had like 7 or 8 on the go, and that was getting quite overwhelming. I'm down to 4 now, and that is definitely a lot more manageable for me. It varies person to person. Myself and Jess do plans because we like to film what I'm colouring this month videos. Do you think it's a content creator thing or common among colorists in general? I'd say it's more of a content creator thing because we like to share what we're doing, share what we're thinking. And for me, I like to put out plans in case anyone wants to reach out and say that they want a buddy colour in them. Then that's the kind of a good video to pinpoint, oh, if you saw something in my plans video that you want a buddy colour with, pick one of those books and we'll do that. But I've always liked organisation and having the colouring journal. It's been part of the hobby with me as well. Kimberlyn does some planning based on what open colour alongs I found on Instagram, but I don't think I want all my colouring to be planned. Yeah, before I was on YouTube, I used to do a lot more hashtags and challenges. So I'd find a bunch of hashtags, save them on my Instagram using the bookmark feature. I'd save them to hashtags, and then say someone had, oh, colour cats in August, then I'd be like, okay, go through my books, find something with a cat. I'd find prompt challenges like colour something beginning with the letter B, and then find something that, and using that to help me decide what I wanted to colour. I did that a lot before I started YouTube, and then started YouTube, my collection got bigger and did more buddy colours and things like that, and I just didn't have the time to do challenges anymore. But that is a great way to find inspiration of what to colour, help yourself choose what you want to do, and it's fun just flipping through your books anyway. Great people to check out are Nirma Colouring and Passionista Colorista on Instagram. They always share loads of people's challenges and hashtags. You enjoy others' plans and progress but don't do it myself, and that's completely fine, Lisa. Like, you do what works for you. Yep, literally just read that from Zoe. You do what makes you happy. Yeah. Will I be moving on to the opposite page after this one? They'll look gorgeous next to each other. You know I will be colouring this to have matching colours, although they're wearing different outfits, but I'll keep note of the... Oh, I don't actually need to keep note. I've got them recorded down in my live streams. But I won't be colouring this one on a live. I may colour it in my own time because I want to get around to some other books. I've had quite a few requests to do colours make me happy. Colours not make me happy. Colours make you happy. So hopefully I'll be doing that one next. Yana has a very sophisticated technique to choose a book / pages. I put them on the floor and floor a pencil and see where it lands. I love that. Let fate decide. Let the pencil decide. When you can't make decisions, let the pencil decide for you. What colour did I use for the water on this? I used middle and light phthalo blue. When I finish my live streams, and you can go back on my other old ones, I put in the description all the colours I used on the page, so that's always there as a back reference. I wanted to type that you just came back from the hospital, and that I just came back from the hospital and you're so tired you haven't slept for 4 days, but that is obvious because I can't type. Oh, bless you, Raven. I hope you're on the way up now if you're just come out from hospital. Glad to keep you a bit of company as you're recovering. Oh, I've lost where I am. Nowadays, if it helps if I find a buddy to do an untouched book or a book I'm trying to progress in. Yeah, I'm the same, Catherine. Having buddy colours to help me get started in a book is really helpful, because often just getting that first page done, you need someone to push you along to be like, here's my progress, what are you doing? If I did that, I'd end up with a super detailed double page spread of doing the pencil throwing. It would be like, oh great, it's the most complicated book with teeny tiny details. That's how the pencil goes. Ashley doesn't plan, you just decide based on vibes, but I like watching the plan videos as they let me see what other books are out there. Yeah, plans. I love plans video as much as I love completed pages videos. I like hearing about people's thoughts, about what they're inspired by. I like just seeing a whole bunch of books in one video. Even if they know and I know I'm not going to get to all of them, it's just fun. I like it. And seeing people randomise books, that's always fun. For Zoe to get more colouring done in a month, she just needs to live with Jess, because when we have colouring days, that's when I'm the most focused. Yeah, it's because we go and sit and just for a good like 5-6 hours just colour straight, because that is what I do all day. I will just colour, which is how I get so many done. I just literally every spare moment I have, I colour from the moment, well, not from the moment I get up. I take a while to get up and go in, but from when I wake to when I sleep, I'm colouring. My system is when the pile falls over, which one surfaces, I'll colour that. The Leaning Tower of books helps you decide. Love that. Right, next kitty cat. Let's do Pupuri and Pepino. Well, decide which is which. So the way I did it for these two is one of them has a beige base and the other one has a grey base. So for Pupuri, it's the green eyes, beige. Pepino is the blue eyes and grey. So let's start with Pupuri. So it has a base of light mocha, so I just went over the entire cat with this pencil and just do a light layer. Let's do this one. Just thinking I won't do a plans video for August. I have some buddies planned, so I'll do those, but I think I'm just going to allow myself creative freedom for August and see how I get on. Yeah, that's fair enough. Don't always have to do a plans video. I've been enjoying your weekend whips. Has me inspired to do something similar. Not sure what I would do. For a while I was doing whips of the week, where I'd show you the pages I was working on and ask for some ideas where to go next, but over the last couple of months I've not been creating so many whips. I haven't been working on like 10 pages at a time like I used to. Instead, I've been working on a page and kind of colouring it until it's done, and just been really enjoying the process of the page. But this last month I've kind of gone back into my old ways where I've been working on several pages at one time. So I don't know. It's an idea that I can think about. Oh. You're welcome, Raven. My voice makes you crash out so fast, I don't know how long it will last. I always joke to, I think it was when just after I published my Sargon full book flip through, where I basically read like 40 bedtime stories. And so it was like, oh, I need to watch it because I went to sleep. I was like, to be fair, I was reading you like a million bedtime stories all in a row, so I can understand why you'd go to sleep to that. It makes sense. Renee has a Discord group and we gather in there and colour together and have what we are doing on camera. It was a lot of fun. Oh, that does sound fun. I find Discord a bit overwhelming. I got into it for a bit and then I quickly abandoned it because often there's a lot going on and it's always very active and it's, yeah, just a tad overwhelming. Catherine's managed 15 pages this month with no buddies and I didn't force it at all. A couple of whips that didn't appeal and a few new books started. Woo, that's a good chunk of books done, Catherine. Oh, Dawn's off. Bye Dawn. Take care. Have a good evening. Vera's done her plans. It will be online tomorrow. Looking forward to that one. So we love my whips of the week. Oh, Trino's off to bed, off to sleep. Good night. Have a good sleep. Thanks for joining us, both Trino and Dawn. Yeah, I did like the whips of the week, but I just great whips. I'll see where I'm at next week and go from there, because I'm looking at my stack at the moment and I've got this on the go. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 other books that I'm actively working in. But that is because it's the end of the month and I'm reducing down on those whips. Right, now I'm going to do the base for this one, which is cold grey. No, not cold grey, warm grey, isn't it? Warm grey 3. I'm just going to do the same, lightly colour all over. I think it's just easier to colour these two cats at the same time because I colour them so similarly. I'll add some black stripes to them. Should be easier to just do it all in one go. I lost where I am in chat. Vera's also going to sleep. See you later. Thanks for joining, Vera. Have a good night's sleep. Jana needs to catch up pages in Sargon after you finish your Leon page. You just can't bring yourself to have whips. And yeah, some people are like that. Some people just work in one page at a time and don't ever start pages out finishing it, or very rarely start pages out finishing it. I was a bit of a whip monster, but I have definitely gotten better this year of not creating so many whips. I used to have 5 or 6 that would go on my long-term whip list at the end of each month. Now it's about one a month. The past few months I've had 2 whips by the end of the month. One which has gone onto the long-term whip list and one which I finished within the next couple of days. And then you have other people who kind of only do whips. I'm thinking people like Coloured by Maya, who's just constantly working on pages in books and doing just little bits at a time, whatever's inspiring you. We're all different. We all colour in different ways. Oh, that reminds me, I have finished recording my next Sargon part, and that will be up tomorrow for my members. It took me a little bit longer than I wanted to, but yeah, I wasn't feeling particularly well the last few days, so I was glad to get that done today. Zoe's up to page 19 for the month. You've been catching up in 50 Zodiac miniatures. You just have the July Cancer Crab left and you're all caught up. Oh, nice. I look forward to seeing them. You haven't shown me. How dare you? Yeah, look forward to seeing all of them. Oh, I really love the Zodiac miniatures books, and they're such quick pages. Like Chameleon Angel Cove pages are quick in general, but because the Zodiac miniatures are quite small contained circles, they are really quick to pump out. Do absolutely love them. Oh, hi Rebecca, don't worry about being late. You went to the cinema. Ooh, what did you see? What did you see? Fantastic Four? You went to see the new Smurfs film. Oh, I didn't even know there was a new Smurfs film out. Ashley's trying to get more comfortable letting myself have whips. I end up not colouring if I'm not vibing with a page and it's no fun. Exactly. And sometimes I've left a whip for months, even over a year, and then I come back to it and I'm like, yes, now I feel inspired to finish this, and that's absolutely fine. Catherine says, once I get past the midway I find I can push the whip, but I often stall about a quarter of the way through. Finish the whip. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Often if I get to a certain point I'm like, right, I've got to finish the page now. Oh, hi Judy, welcome in. Thank you for joining. You did them all last night. Oh, when like last night, like early hours in the morning last night, Zoe. You should have sent pictures and I should have had them all to wake up to. It's always fun seeing a bunch of finished pictures where, when you wake up. Emma can't leave whips. Yeah, that's fair enough. Everyone's different. Oh, hi Gemma, welcome in. Ashley's working and lurking. Love that. I wish I could lurk whilst I work, but no. I have to care for people. Right, let's grab the black. And the way I did it on this page, so I just did little black stripes coming out the side, kind of going along the cat's faces, starting with this top section. You can use quite a light pressure because the Polychromos are so pigmented. I kind of just add bits until it looks good. You're a bit emotional, so you just went to sleep. Fair enough, Zoe. Well, I can't wait to see them in your completed pages video. I look forward to that. So how many did you do last night? Like 3 or 4? 'Cause you were, or was it like 2? Because you were a couple behind, weren't you? You hadn't done Taurus or Tiger, I don't think. I need to leave and find inspiration pick for floating lanterns. I'm stuck now. The lion is done. Which page is that? What book is that from? I'm interested. Gemma's about to start on a buddy colour that she's doing with Yolanda. Lovely. You did 2 last night. The ox and the tiger. Ah, lice. Nice. And you think you might have done one the night before. Lovely. Lovely stuff. I think that's what I was going to say, lovely, and then I said nice, and then it turned into lice. It's just the way my brain works. Words are hard. Nope, pretty sure I don't have lice. Lice! My favourite is when Zoe and I are messaging each other, and instead of putting an exclamation mark, she puts a question mark. And sometimes I'll see it before she edits it, and I'll sort of send a picture and she goes, pretty! With the question mark, it's pretty? Or it's nice? It always makes me laugh. Bizarrely, it's Mythographic Wild Winter, but you're doing it as a Leo page. Ooh, I think I know the one you're on about. Actually, I don't think I do. I don't have Wild Winter. But I feel like I know the page you're on about. Yeah, earlier Zoe put lovely. And I saw it pop up on like my notifications now before. She quickly edited it before she managed to get round to editing. And I was like, haha, lovely. You're allowed to question whether it's lovely or not. You're allowed to be confused. Tell you what, colouring the cats on the profile pages was much easier when they were just nice and central. A lot harder when they're in a pose to get their fur and patternings. It's not even a word. Patternings, right? Yeah, I like to capture out. Hee hee. Forward to seeing how the finished page. Have fun. Thanks for joining, Catherine. I'll chat to you soon. I have to plan a buddy colour. Oh, it's only 20 to 9. That's all right. Right, now I'm going with the next colour. So for Pepino, it is 1.5, and I will just go over some page flags falling on the floor. I filmed my Camilla Angel Cova rank and rate a couple of days ago, and I just popped the page flags to the side because I almost always have one ready to go. and I haven't flagged my next books yet, so they keep falling off my desk. I kind of hate page flags because they almost immediately lose their stickiness and then it's hard to store them again. But I like them for the rank and rates because it means that it's easy to flip through the book with the flags being in there. Because with the corner bookmarks I have like this, you can't flip through easily. It will just flop open the page, but with the page flags you can actually do it easily. So I like using them for that. Oh, I didn't do any stripes coming in the side. Gemma. Your sunflowers are looking beautiful? Question? Thank you. Beautiful. I did have a lot of fun colouring those sunflowers. And I'm really enjoying using the albrecht-durers. I've been using them on a page in Fragile World. It's a buddy colour with Polly. And cool, they are so quick to use and they give off such a vibrant colour. And I think what I'm going to enjoy is how they're going to be easier to colour over the top compared to Inktense, because sometimes when you get a strong colour layer of Inktense down, it can be hard to colour over the top with pencils. For those of you who have Inktense, I'm sure you understand that they kind of resist your pencils in a way. I feel like with albrecht-durers it's going to be better to add that extra bits of shading on top. Well, most of the shading's already done for me. It's brilliant, love it. Just want to add a little bit of depth added back into the page. I think over the next coming months you're going to be seeing me using and playing around with albrecht-durers a lot more. I think I need to test them using them dry on a page soon. OMG, Steve with the Inktense yesterday. Shake my head. How on earth he broke a lead on an Inktense? I will never know. Only Steve. Yeah, although I did have a Prismacolor today where I literally put it on the page and it, boop, the lead just broke off. So it does happen, but Steve does have heavy hand pressure. He's always breaking leads. The lead slayer. I didn't jump a mile actually, because I was just about to colour, I went, and it just went, oof. And I was like, oh, usually when a lead breaks, no lie, I jump like out of my seat. I jump a mile. It's when Zoe and I have had our colouring day, she's like, are you okay? What is wrong with you? I'm just a very jumpy person, and if I'm just colouring and it suddenly breaks, I'm like, oh. You broke a lead sharpening a polychroma and nearly cried. Oh, I hate it when that happens. I find it rarely happens with this, the Dahl 133, but it does happen occasionally, and oh, it's heartbreaking. It's hilarious. I am hilarious. I live to make others laugh. Really vibing with the music today. I'm just like doing a little dance off camera. I'm going back in with warm grey 3. And just going over everything, smoothing it all together. I think because Steve colours so deliberately and is a tad heavy-handed, contributes to tip breakage. But it is hard to learn to not be so heavy-handed. But I think I'm quite heavy-handed. It depends on the situation. Sometimes I'm like, if I'm just colouring normally, or if I'm trying purposefully to use light pressure, then I'm not heavy-handed, but it has taken some time to try not to, as much anyway. But yeah, with ink tints you really need like no pressure. If you put too much pressure on with ink tints, it just, when you activate it with the water or alcohol marker, it ends up being like too much pigment, too much colour, and it doesn't activate nicely, and it just kind of sits on top of the page weird. Bless him. Once he broke it, he moved his hand further up the pencil. Yeah, as you can see, I have my hand quite far down the pencil. But this is a bad example because it's a small pencil. But how would I colour with a long pencil? Yeah, I colour quite low down. I find I have more, I like the control by colouring far down. I very rarely colour higher up the pencil. I find sometimes when I'm colouring with smaller pencils like this, this finger hurts from being bent in such a way. Like when it gets really small and it's kind of bent in this awkward angle, and it ends up aching, and I'm like, okay, get out the pencil extender now. This one is just about long enough to not need the pencil extender. I didn't get any greys in my latest order, but I might have to soon. Right, that is, forget which one it is, Pepino. Let's go to Purpuri, that's nougat and light mocha. Same colouring as him, just distributed in a different way. Is that nougat? 176. It's the trouble when you get down to the small nubs, you can't see the name. Need a pencil extender. Really like how I'm colouring this page. When I see others colour an illustration from a book I have, it makes it look like it's not a difficult page to colour, then it inspires me to colour that page. I find the same. Sometimes when you look just at the line art and you're like, how's that going to look all coloured in? And you can't kind of picture it, and then you see other people's pages coloured and you're like, oh yes. Sometimes I'll be like, I don't want a book. I don't like the book. And then I see people's finished pages and I'm like, what book is that from? And then it's from a book that I thought I didn't like, and it turns out, oh no, I like how it looks coloured. Sometimes you need to see it coloured to really appreciate the kind of beauty of the page. Like, some pages are easy to see coloured in. For me anyway. Like they're inspiring just to look at, but others, it takes that another person colouring it in to really kind of bring it to life. You're getting a lesson of shade and colour cats. I mean, I said this at the beginning, I am not the best. I don't care. I don't have the time and effort and patience, and I'm not bothered by creating a realistic fur texture and doing those tiny little flicks and layers and layers. I can't be bothered. But I like to give it a bit of texture with its markings. Flicks, little flicks helps with fur, and trying to have a natural flow to where your lines are going. That's what I try to do, at least. Just kind of wing it. I wing it and hope for the best. I'm better than you, and that was bad as well. You colour it in your own way, and that's absolutely fine. Yeah, I don't think I'd ever be the kind of colourist that colours fur realistically. And I'm absolutely fine with that. I decided to do Leon like my Roddy and Lily like my Lily. Wonder if I should just colour them throughout the entire book. I have the pencil numbers for them written down in my journal. I love that idea, Yana, of making the kitties your own and keeping them that consistent throughout. It just makes the book more personal to you. I know Amy, for colouring hers, she's coloured Leon like her cat Shadow. It's all nice and black toned, which makes her book so special and unique to her. I love it. Mine is coloured kind of like mine. Mine's a ginger, Lexi. But just the boy version of Lexi, it's Leon. Feel like that works. These cats aren't really meant to be realistic anyway, or they wouldn't be sitting in a tub of water and wearing clothes. Exactly. Yeah, cats can't pour buckets of water or hold up their brothers like that. Yeah, I used a reference photo when doing the character profiles page, but that was more to get an idea of like what colour patterns I wanted them to have, rather than looking at the specific way they're shaded, etc. I was just using it for colour inspiration. Right, now with the light mocha, I have to say, activating the blue colour for the water and colouring on top has proved to be a really nice way of having that underwater effect. It's a very subtle difference, and this is definitely a lot bluer than this bit, but I think that works because this is kind of in the shadow as you've got the tub nearer it, and this is more up towards the top of the water. So it's definitely a technique I will continue to use. Oh, Yanni, you're thinking of going through the whole book and colouring all the cats. That's a good idea, to just, yeah, get them all done out the way with, and then you can focus on the proper elements of the page. What have I done that in? Sometimes I'll go through and just base with an alcohol marker, and for me that's more, I'm worried that that alcohol marker might run out rather than anything else. Like I've done that in my Mr. Fogarty Around the World book. I've gone through and based him and the snail, because I'm a little bit afraid that the alcohol marker will run out and then I'll have to change what I'm basing him with. So I just went through, and it does mean that I don't have to bother doing that every single time I colour a page. I know some people do that for Matchstick Mouse as well. They'll go through and colour all of them. But for me, I kind of like that I know that there's a part of the page where I don't have to worry about the colours. I've already worked it out. I just need to colour. Like with my witches books, I've been colouring the same in all of the books actually. And it means that when I start the page, I can start with the witches, their skin and their hair, and that's at least a chunk of the page done at the start that I don't have to worry about, and helps me just put pen or pencil to paper. So if I know I want to colour a page, at least that's done to start with. Then it makes the rest of the page a little bit less daunting when I get to colouring it. Sorry, still here, just doing morning things like dealing with the cats. No problem, Amy. You're dealing with your shadow. I was just talking about shadow. Emma has broken a record this month. You've coloured 29 pages, and thanks back to Zoe. Wow, Emma, that is amazing. What was your previous record? I had 2 record months. The last 2 months, where I coloured 49 pages, and both months broke the record of the most non-colour by number pages coloured. I'm not going to quite hit those numbers this month, although I'll be close. I thought I was doing quite poorly to start with, and then as I've got towards the end of the month, I've picked up a bit again. I don't know, let's check. Let's check my journal, it's right here. Oh, your previous record was 14. Wow, absolutely smashed it. That is a lot of extra pages. So, I have done 26 plus 1 for the double page there. So 27 non-colour by number. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 colour by numbers plus 27 is 29, 30, 39. So not bad at all. I have a spread at the front of my book where I track. So other than the last 2 months, that is my highest this year. So pretty happy with that. I don't care about the numbers, I just find it interesting to be like, wow, those 2 months were both 49. February I wasn't feeling as good, it was lower. It's just interesting to me. Like, it doesn't mean anything. I don't think I did better in this month than I did in that month just because I did 2 more. It just is what it is. I just like number stats. Right, let's do their eyes next. So for Pupuri, I'm doing juniper green and earth green. Thought it gave this nice kind of muted green colour for her eyes, which I really like. Fun fact, I have green eyes. Sometimes when I tell people that in real life, I go, oh, I've got green eyes. They go, do you? Look at my eyes. I go, oh yeah, you do. And I'm like, I know I do. Zoe's back, got a crazy bunny doing zoomies around her room. Tell me something new, Zoe. You're crazy bunny. It's like me saying I've got Lexi meowing at me. Tell me something new. She's always meowing. Oh, Nessa, you've got green eyes too. Lovely. Green eye gang. Yeah, it's the rarest eye type, so it's always fun to find others. Meadow's good. Pauline's are Pauline's are brown with green spots. Nice. Pretty, pretty. Just vibing to the music at the moment. I do love these cats, they are so cute, if I do say so myself. It's finishing those eyes and adding the pupils in that really, I think, brings them to life, and you're like, oh, they're so cute. Let's get my tiny little stub of a white. Big family, but it's just me and grandson with green eyes. Yeah, I'm the only one in my immediate family that has green eyes. I got it from my great-grandma, who I didn't know actually in life. She was around for about 10 years of my life. Yeah, I'm a bit of a outlier in my family. My mum has brown hair, blue eyes, bluey grey eyes. My dad has almost black, dark brown hair and brown eyes. And then my sister is dark brown hair and blue eyes. And then I'm light brown / dirty blonde. I was blonde as a child and green eyes. It's like, where did I come from? And it's just all back up in the family. Like my granddad had blonde hair, my great grandma had green eyes, and all just carries down eventually. Zoe's got chocolate brown eyes, yeah. Zoe's got lovely deep brown eyes. Amy's off to have a shower, and then she'll have stream answers. Woohoo! Zoe's like, I think she's going to do some, not voodoo, some like chanting, some hoping, some wishing. No, Zoe! Little madam just decided to nibble the edge of my 50 Spellbound Woodland Seeds book. Right. Tell her off. Naughty girl. Naughty. Oh, that is upsetting. Don't like that. Oh, right. I've now got to make colour decisions again, and I don't want to. So, am I going... Do I go like the classic red and white, or I'm kind of thinking navy and white stripes? What do you guys think? Navy would match his eyes. I often like to match my eyes to my outfits. I like wearing green stuff. And then these two, I don't know, give me some colour ideas. I have no idea what to do. I love how the baby is just naked. Like, where's his little trousers here? There's little shorts and a bib. No, they've just stripped him off, poor little guy. The rest are fully clothed. The little duck is going to be yellow. That's easy enough. But I'm not sure. Blue on him, pink on the left. Yeah, pink and green's nice together. I like the idea of pink, like a light pink. She was about to do it again, caught her. You need to socially distance Meadow from the colouring books. Gentle pink and lavender. Ooh, that would be pretty. Polychromos / albrecht-durers don't really have lavenders, but could use a different pencil. Grab this. It's just that one that's in here from earlier when you asked me about it. I had a feeling that's why it was in there. I think I'm going to start with the little ducky. Have I seen, by the way, that Luna May is releasing another book for Valentine's next year? Thinking about buying that instead of the cute animals one. Yes, she is doing... It's not for Valentine. It's December or January, I think. It's called A Million Hugs and Kisses. Let me find it. And I will show you on the screen. Oh. Come on, what's this doing? There we go. Transition, there we are. Right. Ah. Lulu, come on. Lulu, Mayo, Million Hugs and Kisses. I think it said end of January. Let's see what Amazon UK says. Yeah, this is the book. She just announced it on Instagram this last, today I think it was, 29th of January. So yeah, just in time for Halloween. The cover does look very cute. Do you like the look of the cover here? And I love her books with multiple different animals in them rather than just the same animal. Like, look at that red panda up there. How adorable. You've got koalas, pandas, elephants. I'm loving how there's more elephants in her books recently. Those look like a little thing of otters. Love it, love it, love it. Did I say Halloween? Don't mind me, just my brain saying one thing but my mouth saying another. I just mean obviously Valentine's, publishing in time for Valentine's Day 2026, not Halloween. So yeah, sometimes I'm like, do I pre-order, do I not? It is really cute. I mean, look at all the strawberries on it. It's a big win for me. I think it's going to be cute. I do think it's going to be cute. Looks like the same style as Lulu's new book. Oh, do you think? I think the cover at least is like her old books, double-sided ones. It does say 30 spreads. Oh, I hope it's going to be one of those that has like the same species on the double-page spread. I think that would be, those are always really cute. And then there is another Lulu Mayo book coming out next year. I don't know if you guys have seen it. There isn't a cover yet, but it is on Amazon. Here it is, A Million Dragons. I said in one of my videos recently that, oh, she should do a dragons book because she draws dragons really well. And someone commented, she is doing a dragons book. And I was like, what? Checked Amazon and there it was. So yeah, that's 4th of June 2026. So she does release quite a few books. 2 or 3 a year it seems to be. Because what did she release this year? Oh, I need to turn my main light on, I can't see. She released Kittens early this year, then House of Wonder, then Hugs and Kisses at, right, oh no, that's going to be at the start of next year. I think it was originally December, and then they changed it. Because I think I've got written down in my journal, or maybe I'm just losing the plot. Because I have a spread in my journal for colouring book releases. Yeah, it was originally the 2nd of December when I first saw it, and they must have changed it, pushed it back. This is my kind of messy spread of books coming out that I'm looking forward to. But anyway, back to the colouring. Yeah, I think it's going to be really cute. Zoe got Happy Mail today, so you've given her the cardboard box to chew on now. Lovely stuff. Happy Mail for you and Meadow. Right, I was going to colour this little ducky. So let's get cadmium yellow, dark cadmium yellow. And then a bit of cadmium orange for the beak, dark chrome yellow. Just need to sharpen that one. You need to go find her, she's in the bathroom up to no good. I'm just picturing her like turning on the shower or something stupid like that. That would be funny. This duck is going to be nice and simple. And as I've made this yellow, it ties in nicely with these yellows. In fact, are they the same ones? Yeah, cadmium yellow and light cadmium yellow I was using. I'm just using a shade up from that. So they complement each other quite well. I could add a bit of yellow to one of these balls or the rubber ring. I'm not sure if I want to do these buckets silver or something different. This one seems to have a bit of a pattern on it. Don't really know what's going on there, but I wasn't sure if I was going to finish tonight, but it's 9:15. I might finish. You never know. Let's get the light cadmium yellow out as well. I love when she's caught red-handed. She gives a little wig of the tail in panic. Bless her. She's like, oh, oh no, Mum's here. Act normal. Nothing to see here. Right, that's that little ducky done. I'm going to do him navy and white. So I'm going to grab out the dark indigo and helioblue reddish. Ooh, there we go. And then decide which stripe is going to be blue, which is white. I think I'll make this blue, so that's blue. Sometimes when I do alternating stripes like this, I like to add a bit of the colour down first, just so I know what's going on and I don't mess it up. So I have been known to do that. And as the other stripes are going to be white, it will be harder to cover up if I do make a mistake. Just following them around. So that's dark blue, that's white, that's dark blue. That's dark blue. So it's that. Put that and that. There we go. And then this is dark blue, that's dark blue, and then that will be white. There we go. Oh, I've got this sleeve as well. Let's end on the dark blue. Oh, need to sharpen that one. Need to angle my book slightly. Oh, whoopsie. Press the button. My mistake. Pancake time, flopped over and panting, lol. Oh, bless her. There we go. Mine looks at me, wags his tail and pants, but has an upturned mouth like he's smiling. Naughty little beagle. Oh, bless him. Bless him. I think if I manage to get all of these clothes coloured in tonight, and then I will do my extra layers of depth and shading and some of the bits where I did the albrecht-durers activated water. I'll do that off camera, and then you can see my finished page in my complete pages video. Then at least we've done all the main bits of colouring on camera together. Oh, Amy is back with good news. She is streaming. Yay. Yana says, yay, now I have something to do. Thank you, Amy. Yay, yay, yay. I'll be there for a bit and then I will have to go to bed, as I have work in the morning, 7 AM. Rebecca's just lurking in the background. No worries, Rebecca. Lurk away. I'm glad I chose the navy for him. I think it works nicely. I think I will do pink for one of these kitty cats. I'm not sure on the other. Could do like a pale blue. Like maybe one of these like ultramarine blues. I really do like them. Did I choose all the clothes colours? I think I missed that part. I was talking about them, thinking about them, had a couple of ideas from people, and then I just said a few other bits. Oh, Meadows jumped back in her pen now, so I gave her one of the little carrot treats. Good girl, good girl. Huzzah, last boss meeting, woohoo! That does kind of sound like you're fighting them, like on a video game. Oh, she's meeting the boss for the last time. Who will win? Felt like she's had her time to be mischievous this evening. All my bosses are so nice, lol. Boss fight! Final boss fight. You were very lucky, Ashley, lol. Yeah, Zoe's had some bad manager experiences. I've been pretty lucky, to be honest. She's happy and content now and might stop tipping over the hay tray. Yes, she did it again after Steve picked it up earlier. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Put some fresh hay in too. She was rebelling. Oh, bear with me 1 second. I need to plug my laptop in on charge. Need to do it immediately, otherwise I will forget, and then the stream will cut out. Just adding a bit more of the dark indigo to deepen up the colour here. Something very relaxing about colouring these stripes here. She just wants parsley. No parsley till veggies at bedtime. She can have some carrots, celery and spring greens tonight. Lovely stuff. I'll take care, Judy. Have a good night, good evening. Thanks for joining me today. Ashley has to go outside and wear real clothes. Yeah, having to make yourself presentable to go outside is like... I die, the new shirt I bought is slightly too big, but I can't return it. Oh no. I feel like better too big than too small though. Go over with this one more time. Cat's been a bit quieter tonight, which in a way is good, because it's meant that I've done a bit more colouring than I may have done if I had lots of chats to read. I mean, I like reading lots of chats, but having these big, larger breaks in between is alright for being able to get a nice chunk of colouring done. I'm getting to the point where I'm like, yep, that's good enough. There we go. And then I think I'll just use a bit of the cold greys to shade. Cold greys, if I got here, I've got cold grey 3. That'll do, and then I'll grab cold grey 1. Go. Just add a little bit of shading to these white stripes. Don't want to go too heavy on the shading, otherwise they won't look white anymore. Using cold grey 1 here to blend into the white and smooth that transition between the white and the cold grey 3. There we go. Right. Next, I think I'll work on this one. Give her a little pretty pink. Go rose, carmine, and salmon. Do tend to use those two quite often. There's lots of folds going on here. Sometimes I get a bit overwhelmed and I just kind of start at the point. Amy, you've just been setting up. It's looking so darn cute. Thank you. Yeah, this page is progressing. Hello, ALLJR. It's Amanda, I think. Am I right, Amanda? Welcome in. Thanks for joining. I'm just realising now that this is all meant to be underwater, isn't it? I'm going to rub that out. Add a bit of the blue Polychromo to it. Otherwise it won't mesh with the rest of it. It won't look right. Let me just grab these. I'll just add a little bit of the blue to the underwater. I was just like, hang on, that looks like a ripple. It's because it is. You were just watching my July haul video, didn't realise I was online. Yes, Amanda, I was right. Yeah, I had scheduled this video about 1 o'clock-ish here, and then it didn't actually schedule properly. Like 1 week it says it's meant to be at midnight, the other week it says it's scheduled but then it actually hasn't. It's very finicky YouTube scheduling for lives. I'm just going to activate this with water. I'll have to move on to a different segment of the dress whilst I wait for this to dry, otherwise it will completely tear up the paper. I don't want that. Okay, just a light wash of blue at the bottom. I wouldn't have when I activated the albrecht-durers, did it crinkle buckle it at all? It very slightly has kind of rippled down here, but even just having the book closed and not even compressed, it's already flattened out like completely. There's a bit of a crinkle, but literally only a tiny bit, and I love that crinkle sound anyway. Yeah, it handles it really well. The bit it struggled most with was this, because it was such a large area and it was adding a lot of water, so it just warped the tiniest bit. You can kind of see it kind of raising there. But yeah, this paper loves the water mediums, I will say. I think as I'm waiting for that to dry, I will just quickly shade this can here. So I'm going to use Cold Grey 5 and Cold Grey 3. Just quickly do this. It does look pretty, yeah, it is pretty flat. It's really nice paper, this. You wouldn't have seen it anyway. I've been power washing my driveway and loving life all day. Love that. Power washing is so satisfying to do, isn't it? Yeah, the plan is to not have so much of a set plan for streams, but I do kind of plan on doing the plan is to kind of have a plan but not a plan. I don't want to set pressure on myself, but it'll be most Fridays and most Wednesdays, let's say that. If I'm not feeling so great, it won't be that Wednesday, but yeah, most Fridays, most Wednesdays is the plan, but not really the plan. Since I'm still relatively new to streaming, I don't want to commit too much, but I am really enjoying it. The only power washing you've done is on a power wash simulator. Love that. I remember power washing our caravan once and it was covered in like a thick green kind of mulchy slime. It was disgusting because it had been sat under a tree for years. And we power washed the caravan and woo, you could write words in it. That's how thick the layer of dirt was on it. It's very satisfying. You're debating on getting those watercolour pencils. Are they similar to Polychromos but just water soluble? Yes, they are. They are the exact same colour range as Polychromos and water soluble. And I do find they're a little bit softer, and colouring on the page can sometimes be a little bit better with them compared to Polychromos. I kind of can't explain it, but sometimes the Polychromos feel like they kind of chew at the paper, whereas the albrecht-durers kind of glide on them a little bit easier. I'm finding that with this paper. Bought your house in January and it has been neglected, so it's so satisfying. Love that. I'm glad your neighbour was away though, because I covered her stairs in bins and dirt, washed it off, but she would have freaked if she saw it first. Well, that was lucky, eh, that she went there. Let's do this one as well. That has dried though. I'll give it another couple of minutes to make sure I don't rip it at all. I have no idea what's going on here. There's like something on it, on this can. And I'm just going to colour over it like it doesn't exist. And I'm going to do the same on this because I'm just using it as a pattern on the can. Maybe sort of like indented in, like a metal engraving kind of situation. You might get a few colour families and test them out. Yeah, I recommend getting like blues and greens. In fact, let me grab my book Fragile World and I can show you what I was working on today. This is a good example of how I've activated and used them as well as this, because all of the flowers have been coloured and activated, the water and the tub and the pipe here. And then I think I'll just go over some of it with a little bit extra shading. They give a nice watercolory effect, a good base. But if I grab Fragile World, and you can see here, I haven't activated it all, but these stems, I don't even need to go through and do extra bit of shading because I did the shading to start with already. I've activated all the stems, the flowers, and some of these veins. I haven't done this one or this one, but these leaves haven't been done, these darker ones and the lighter ones. But everything else has been activated and barely any of it needs a little bit of extra detail. I kind of want to add a bit more light to the tips of these flowers, so add a bit of white. But yeah, I really do recommend them. Something about Kirby's work as well, because there's so much like line work in it, gives you good depth of shading anyway. So you could get away with not even using pencil shading on top, but I just want to add a little bit of extra something. But these stems have worked out really nicely. So really happy with how that's going. Got one more day to finish it, as it is a buddy colour. Tsunami waves reached Hawaii after a massive earthquake off the coast of Russia. Not good. No, that is not good. Are people safe, or what's going on? You usually get browns, greens and blues because landscapes are my go-to in art. Yeah, I think especially when using water mediums, blues are good with water mediums is good. It's a good way to test. But yeah, my colours to go first are browns and greens and then probably blues. Especially light blues, I use them a lot. Is that why Amy had the alert? Could have been. She said they had tsunami alerts. You have ink tints, but they are far too vibrant for me. I'm trying to find muted tones. Yeah, these are definitely more muted. They do kind of intensify when you activate them, which is nice, but this was such a light layer of pencil, and activating them just smooths everything out, and it has this really nice watercolory effect. So I think you would like them. If you've used Inktense, found them too strong, then these are a nice alternative. Inktense definitely still have their place with me, but I'm going to be using the albrecht-durers a lot more just to get used to them. Just going to add some of this dark colour around the detailing here to make it look kind of engraved. There we go. One of the strongest earthquakes ever recorded. Wow. Oh, hi Chrissy, welcome in, welcome in. Thanks for joining. I'm only going to be here for another 15-20 minutes or so, but yeah, getting almost there with this page, almost there. Amy, yeah, it is. Even though we are miles away, we are on the same water, so that'll be why you got your big alerts. Same with Japan, we are all on tsunami alert. Waters are about 1 meter higher than usual, and currents are dangerous. Yeah, it's just a bit like, hey, don't go in the water right now, and don't be by the coastline. Yeah, definitely not. It was under the sea quake, 8.8 magnitude. I'll be honest, that doesn't mean much to me, but yeah, it's crazy. Not that you would be rushing for a wee dip right now anyway. Exactly. Don't think many people will be out doing that. Right, what was I doing? This. Pink. Pink, pink, pink. Nope, in this winter, not a chance yet. Yeah. It's probably a good thing that it did happen in the winter with fewer people by the shoreline. Although I don't know about in Japan and Hawaii. Kind of have no idea what I'm doing with these folds, but I'm just picking a side of the line to shade and going with it. .4 to 9.6 is the strongest ever recorded. Ooh. Sorry I missed you, it's looking fabulous. It's actually little meow meows. No worries, Chrissy. Made it for a bit. Lovely to have you join. Mother-in-law said there was a 4.4 magnitude earthquake when she was in Scilly, and it was enough to wake people up and feel a wee tremble, so I'm guessing it was pretty hefty. Yeah. Tsunamis are terrifying, and I can't even imagine what an earthquake feels like, because we do not have them here in the UK. Like, you see it depicted on TV and media, and it's, I can't even fathom what it's like. So I think if the UK experienced an earthquake, it might be the end of times. We have them a lot here. New Zealand is safe from critters, just the land is scary. Bring a fire. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of crazy thinking about Australia and how many deadly species are out there. That makes you appreciate why people are so deathly afraid of snakes and spiders, because there is reason to. decide if I want these ruffles to be pink or white, and I'm leaning towards pink. Just all pink, maybe just a very slightly lighter tone. We have tremors. We had a fairly big one for us in the early 2000s, and it shook my whole desk and made a picture of my fall off my mum's bedroom wall. It was like, what on earth was that? Oh my gosh. I don't remember ever even hearing about anything like that. I have to ask my parents about it. I'm so glad Scotland's scariest creature is a man. Is a man in a traditional kilt. Oh gosh, no. Don't let him get the bagpipes out. Oh dear. We are taught very young in school what to do if an earthquake hits. We also have national shake it out drill. It's kind of fun to be a part of. I mean, it's good that you're taught from a young age on how to be prepared and all of that. Because if it happened to us, we'd be like, what the F is this? Yeah, let me look up our biggest tremor. Earthquakes are the weirdest feeling ever. They are loud, feels like you are rolling, furniture moves, things fall and rattle. It's like a free roller coaster ride while drunk but fully sober. Interesting. Like the fact that they can just happen. You'll just be chilling at home and then boom, earthquake, like what? Largest for the UK was a 6.1 magnitude in 1931. Again, that doesn't mean anything to me. The tsunami in Phuket was 19.6 meters. Wow. 14 earthquakes were detected in the Blackford area of Tayside during the year 2000, with magnitudes ranging between 0.4 and 2.1. That will have been the one that I was talking about. Yeah, probably didn't reach our area. I thought I felt an earthquake when I was in a hotel in Spain, but it turns out I just had vertigo on the balcony and it only felt like the ground was moving. Ooh, yeah, vertigo is awful. We're always rocking and rolling here. Technically there was an earthquake an hour ago, 2.7. Oh, that's kind of a crazy thought though, that you're just used to it, like, oh, a little rumble, and you just carry on. Planet is always shaking, volcaning, burning, flooding, blowing away. Yeah, there's always something going on. With all them tectonic plates and etc. British Geological Survey also reports that a magnitude 5.2 earthquake struck in Martin, Lincolnshire in 2008. So yeah, you deep diving on Wiki about earthquakes. California has quakes all the time, yeah. Or it was that one, more likely that one, because we're only an hour and a half from Lincolnshire. I like researching, haha. Kentucky is not that far from the second largest fault in the US. The biggest is California. Yeah, I did know that California experiences quite a few quakes. Let's grab my white pencil. Tornadoes are another thing which they used to terrify me as a child, like watching The Wizard of Oz. I used to be so afraid that we'd get swept up in a tornado one day, and Mum was like, there will never be a tornado in this country. And I'm like, how do you know though? Because when you're a kid you kind of don't appreciate different parts of the world. You don't even think about like, oh, that's a different country and that's thousands and thousands of miles away. I was just like, what? But it could happen here. She goes, it won't. If it did, like, the end of the world is coming. What natural disaster does everyone fear the most? Mine will probably be tornadoes. Literally what I was just saying. Oh, hi Stephanie, welcome in. New Madrid is near Kentucky and San Andreas in California. That one could drop the California coast into the ocean. Oh yeah, San Andreas is a big tectonic plate thing, isn't it? I have my colour book collection video sitting ready on my YouTube studio, but I'm hesitant to post it for some reason. Oh, I will have to check that out, Amanda. I will check your channel out. I found that Chaluna at Chaluna Crafts, who pops in on streams, she has started a YouTube channel, so definitely check her out. Give her some love. And I will make sure to check out Amanda as well, ALLJR. Is that the same channel name, I'm assuming, is that? Post it and I'll watch it, yeah. You have tornadoes a lot. Ooh. Tornadoes in Texas, they're not fun. Yeah, it's just scary. Zoe, could you send me an Instagram DM of her channel so I can check it out after the stream? Otherwise, I will forget. Right, she is done. Now this one. Oh, good evening from Sweden. Hello, colourful planner, mother of three. Oh, night, Emma. Thanks for joining us. Amanda fears that burning balls of fire falling out the sky and burning us alive. Yeah, I don't like the sound of that. Right. Colours for this, I'm not sure. I'm thinking this kind of ultramarine blue, light ultramarine and sky blue will be cute. Keep it fairly limited, and then put some pink on this rubber ring. In fact, let's do that now. Let's do a pink and white rubber ring, that would be cute. And I'll give this guy a little pink hat, I think. Yeah, I always love finding new YouTube channels, so if you ever start one and want to plug it, go ahead. Love discovering new people. Let's give this guy a little pink hat. And I'm kind of thinking like a yellow bow for him. make a thumbnail and post it tomorrow. It's too late for my viewers right now, and it will be a flip anyway because I haven't posted a colour book video for years. Everyone that usually watches my videos will be like, what's this? Yeah, it would be nice to see you uploading some colouring videos. Then this ball, I'm thinking pink, yellow, blue, pink, yellow, yeah. Go for a pink, yellow, blue kind of scheme. Colours out throughout. Oh, I just had a notification that OBS disconnected and is reconnecting. Reconnection successful. I hope the stream's all good. Yeah, don't be too hard on yourself, Amanda. We're our own worst critics. As soon as you put something out, the hardest thing is putting yourself out there. Once you have, you find your people, and that's what matters. And just sharing it with people who have the same passions as you, they will find you. Right, let's get light ultramarine and sky blue. Okay, just add that to this ball to start with, otherwise it'll bother me. But that's unfinished. There we go. Just got the tiniest bit of her outfit here, as most of it's covered by the other cats. Oh, I've just noticed he's got a tail. Churro's got a tail and a bit of a tail in. That's why I like keeping all my pencils out next to me, because if I miss a tiny section like this, I can just quickly, boom, done. And they're all right there for me. But yeah, I can't believe I'm almost done with this page, guys. I've obviously got the background left to do. I think I'll add just a bit of grass at the bottom, a bit green, the albrecht-durers. And then some kind of sky blue. I might even add a couple of clouds into the background and try and activate the pencils around some sort of cloud shapes. I think that'll be a nice touch in the background. And then I'm just going to chip in the bathtub. I think the water needs a little bit of extra shading, a little bit of extra love. And that is almost done. Have my white, here it is. Oh, keep trying to push into the pencil extender there. Oh, it's because it's not got enough to grip on. There we go. It is very much nearing the absolute end of its life here, and will join my other little pencil stubs in the pencil stub drawer. Because I have a drawer where I have all of my extra pencils as well as my pencil stubs to grab whenever I need to. Eventually I'd like to get a little jar to put my little pencil stubs in, because I think it's cute having a little collection jar for it. I like seeing other people's. And I'm like, I want that. I want it too. Right. I think the last little bit I'll do with you is just the bit of grass on the bottom here. So I'm going to take the middle shade, earth green yellowish, and then activate that, and then I will head off as it is 10:05. Need to go to bed. We'll start getting ready for bed at least. Get into bed. I'm just gonna colour over this using horizontal strokes just to keep it nice and even. Can add a little bit of darker shadow underneath the puddle here. I always struggle colouring at the end of the book. Not the end, the edge. Right, so grass ends there. So I was trying to work out last time if this here is part of the pump or not. And I've now finally decided that it is, because you see there's a straight line there and then it's the grass. So I will add a bit of the grey pencil as well. I couldn't work out, and I always say to myself, if you're not sure, just leave it until the end and then you'll finally work it out. And sure enough, I did. So I'm going to try and carry the grass over to the same-ish point on the other side. So like that. Yeah, I think that works. And I'll just grab my water. I'm going to activate this bit of the pump first before I forget it. I'm just going over the grass here for a nice easy background. I think that's what I'm looking forward to using the albrecht-durers for most. Nice easy background colours, where you want it to match the colours that you have on the page, but don't want to hurt your hand doing a full pencil background like this. This wouldn't have been too bad to do as a pencil background. In fact, I might even add a bit of grass texture with a pencil, just add a few lines going up. Might look nice. I did it so there was a bit extra pigment around the underside of those puddles. there we go. That is everything from me this evening. I'm so happy to have got pretty much the entire page done. Just add the background in. I'll do that off camera, do a bit of extra pencil shading. But yeah, I've really loved colouring this page on stream with you all. And keep an eye out on my community tab, as I will put the 3 books that didn't win the poll last time. I will grab them now. They're just behind me here in a sack with all the others. There we go. Right, let me just pop that to the side. So these are the options of books to vote on. We've got the Desert Fox Mysterious Journey colouring book, which is super adorable. So this will be one of the options. And then I've got Colours Make You Happy Volume 2. I've had quite a few requests, and by quite a few I mean 2, in my comments from my plans video to colour in this book, please. Oh, it's hitting my camera at the top there. So if this wins the poll, then it will be this one, and that poll will be on my community tab after this stream. And then we got this one, the Greek mythology colouring book, which is absolutely gorgeous. So many beautiful pages. There goes a motorbike. So yeah, one of these, I will keep these 3 books up in the polls, as I would like to get to all of them. Don't know if I'll get to all of them in August. I might. Sort of 1 book every week and a half kind of thing. That seems reasonable. How many streams did this one take? 3. So yeah, that's achievable to get to all 3 of these in August. And I'll just remove 1 from the poll each time. But yeah, I've really enjoyed colouring this one. The chat has gone quiet. Oh, no, my chat just glitched out. I was like, oh, no one's spoken for ages. Yeah, the last thing I saw was, oh gosh, where is it? Wow, I was so behind. So sorry, guys. I was looking at the chat and being like, oh, everyone's gone completely quiet. Ah. Oh my gosh, I'm so far behind. So sorry, guys. Last thing I saw was Zoe saying, don't be hard on yourself to Amanda. We're good, seems okay. Anytime I posted after 6 PM they don't do well, so I'll wait. Yeah, that's fair enough, Amanda. OBS has been a bit blippy lately. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Like, it was all fine for the whole stream, and then it just didn't put any messages out. Amanda's channel there. We collection videos, not fun colouring. Oh no, I love collection videos, so I will look forward to watching that, Amanda. Colourful Planner Mother of Three is coming the same page for 2 full days. Beautiful, thanks everyone. Thanks for your lovely comments. I just noticed the time. Yeah, I am wrapping up now, Amy. Jar the retirement tide, love that. Yeah. Amy's going over to live. So sorry this glitched out. Yeah, I'm just finishing up now. Thanks for all the nice comments. Which page am I inspired by in Colours Make You Happy? Do we have options? Here's the options. You just got the mythology. Chat's been busy. Yeah, honestly, I was like, oh, no one's saying anything. That's okay. I'm just by myself. Whatever. I thought, let me me just refresh to see, and yeah, sure enough, I did miss lots. But anyway, these are the 3 options that I will put in my community tab. If you're interested about the potential pages, that's in my colouring plans video for August. So if you're wondering about the pages I'm feeling inspired by, that will be there, but I may do the same as I did with Nel Kaneko and pick a few options and you pick at the start of stream. But anyway, I will say good night to you all. Have a good rest of your day, have a good evening, have a good night, have a good sleep, whatever time it is for you in the world. Thank you so much for watching. I will leave you with my page on the screen there. I really loved colouring this. Thanks for watching and joining in with me. I will see you in a stream soon. Bye everyone!